Battle of the Brains, presented by Virginia 529, Central Virginia's high school academic quiz show. Today's match features St. Christopher's School versus Charlottesville High School.
Hello and good morning. Thanks so much for joining us for Battle of the Brains. We're celebrating our 20th season of producing Central Virginia's only high school academic quiz show. I'm Cheryl Miller. Our competition welcomes teams from schools all across the Commonwealth of Virginia. Today's teams have made it to round 2. The academic athletes joining us today are the Saints of St. Christopher's School, coached by Alina Shahutsky. Founded in 1911, St. Christopher's School is a college preparatory school for boys located in Richmond. The school emphasizes academics, its honor code, and the importance of community. Also with us today, the Black Knights of Charlottesville High School, coached by Suzanne Hiller and Alan Robinson. Charlottesville High School is a public school for students grade 9 through 12. With about 1,300 students, the school has one of the state's highest graduation rates. It's great to have all of these students joining us today. Our match will consist of 3 toss-up rounds and a category round. Players wanting to answer will buzz in and wait for me to call on them before giving their answer. Any interruption of questions with an incorrect answer will result in a point deduction. There is no deduction for an incorrect answer to a completed question. All right, students, great to have you here. Good luck. Here is the first toss-up round. The visible spectrum of light involves 7 distinct colors, but beyond the visible spectrum is used in black lights, X-rays, infrared. Jack?
Ultraviolet.
That is correct. They perform a number of essential functions for the body, including supplying energy and building and repairing tissues. Name these large molecules which consist of hundreds of linked amino acids. Lucy? That is correct. The 1942 classic movie Casablanca, starring Humphrey Bogart and Ingrid Bergman, takes place in what North African country? Jack?
Morocco.
Correct. This piece of equipment has a variable hole that controls the mixing of air and thus the resulting temperature. Name this lab heater whose second notable feature is a choke preventing ignition. Jack?
A Bunsen burner.
That is correct, preventing ignition of the gas supply. Its rulers included the Yongle Emperor, the Shangjin Emperor. Lucy?
China.
That is incorrect. I'll finish for St. Christopher's. And its founder, the Hongwu Emperor. Name this Chinese dynasty between the Yuan and Manchu. Jack?
The Han.
That would be the Ming dynasty. Cheese Pizza Day, Constitution Day, the autumnal equinox, and Labor Day all occur in what month? Jack?
September.
Correct. What is the term for a substance made by melting together 2 or more elements, at least one of which must be a metal? Matt?
Alloy.
Alloy is correct. It was led by Robert Catesby, though it is named for one of his associates who was arrested in the basement beneath the House of Lords on November 4th. Name this explosive conspiracy. Nick?
The gunpowder plot?
That is correct, involving Guy Fawkes. In a typical bag of potato chips, the total fat content is made up from saturated, monounsaturated, polyunsaturated, and what other fat?
Trans
Charlie?
fats.
Trans fats is correct. Born in 1867 to freed slaves at the age of 35, this woman went up from being a laundry worker to becoming a hair and beauty expert and entrepreneur. Name this woman who developed Harriet.
Madam C.J. Walker.
That is correct. The largest black business in the U.S. and America's first female self-millionaire. This phenomenon is graphically linked to unemployment via the Phillips curve and is often classified into that, resulting from demand pull and cost push. What is this decrease in the purchasing power of money that accompanies a rise?
Inflation.
That is correct, in the price level. All right, teams, watch the screen and listen carefully. Here is a Virginia-based video question for you from a member of the Battle of the Brains Brainy Bunch, and you must wait until the question is completed before buzzing in.
The Civil War Battle of the Crater took place during the siege of which city?
Graham?
Petersburg.
That is correct. Winning the World Series 4-2 over the Philadelphia Phillies, what team is the current?
Houston Astros.
That is correct. Current Major League Baseball champions, the Astros. Spotted camel was the term Romans used to describe what animal? Graham?
Giraffe.
Correct, the tallest mammal on Earth. In what play by Shakespeare does the title character say, a horse, my kingdom for a horse," when he is left at the mercy of his enemies after his horse is killed in battle? Nick?
Henry VIII.
That is incorrect. Charlottesville? Ram?
Henry V.
It was Richard III. The alto one is pitched in E flat, the bass one in B flat. Nick?
Saxophone.
That is incorrect. What is this common woodwind instrument with a single reed? Charlottesville? Lucy?
Oboe.
It would be the clarinet. In Greek mythology, Stheno, Euryale, and Medusa were sisters who had snakes for hair and could change men to stone with their glaze. By what name is this trio known? Graham?
Organs.
Gorgon is correct. And that buzzer means the end of our first toss-up round. A good job by our team so far. Coming up next, we'll introduce you to today's players, and then they'll take on the category round when Battle of the Brains continues.
Battle of the Brains is always available. Find full episodes on YouTube and follow on Battle of the Brains on social. Welcome back to Battle of the Brains.
Here are the scores following the first toss-up round here on Battle of the Brains. Our team from St. Christopher School with 70 points. Our team from Charlottesville High School with 50 points. And we'll get back to our match just ahead. But first, we want to introduce you to today's players. Let's start with our team from St. Christopher School. First up is Mac Dixon. Mac is a junior who enjoys hiking, ancient history, and contemporary music. He says his favorite animated movie is Wall-E. His least favorite food, avocados. Next up is Charlie Agdemy, who is a varsity tennis player. In his free time, he enjoys hiking, and one of his favorite classes is computer science. Our team captain from St. Christopher's is Nick Manettis, who is a senior. He enjoys writing poetry, playing on the varsity tennis team, and serving on the Honor Council. Is interested in studying fields related to public policy or law. Next up is Jack Nelson. Jack is a junior. He plays football and lacrosse. He's a member of Student Council, and his favorite subject is history. That is our team from St. Christopher School. Now let's meet our team from Charlottesville High School. First up is Graham Selman. Graham is a junior who is an ultimate Frisbee player, enjoys that. A fan of the San Francisco 49ers and the Golden State Warriors. Has a favorite book, The Giver by Lois Lowry. His favorite movie, The Lord of the Rings trilogy. Next up is our team captain, HARRIET NOVAK, who is a senior, enjoys reading, writing, and playing the cello, hopes to become a physicist or a public defense attorney. Next up on our team is Lucy Gray. Lucy is a senior who enjoys math, physics, astrophysics, and mechatronic design, is hoping to go into mechanical engineering. And wrapping up our team is sophomore Van Miller, enjoys playing soccer and would like to attend culinary school. That is our team from Charlottesville High School. Great to have all of these students here with us today for round 2. Now it's time for our category round today, where each team will select one 10-question category from today's choices. If the team gets all of its questions correct in the allotted time, we'll give them a 20-point bonus. Teams, take a look here at today's categories from which you may choose. They are presidential trivia, the word black, and give me a T. And we do note that in this round, only the captains can officially answer for the team, though they may confer with their teammates to try to come up with the correct answers. And by the rules, the high score team gets first choice of category. That is our team from St. Christopher School. So Nick, quickly talk it over with your teammates and let me know what category you'd like to take. All right, Nick, I need an answer.
We'll do give me a T.
All right, identify the following words or terms that start with the letter T. The first is any one of the various officials of ancient Rome.
Pass.
Tribunal or tribune. The crime described in the U.S. Constitution for betraying the country.
Treason.
Correct. Award presented in the U.S. for any outstanding achievement in Broadway theater.
Tony.
Correct. A bejeweled ornamental band worn on a woman's head.
Tiara.
Correct. In French history, people not in nobility or clergy, common people.
Pass.
That would be the third estate. A small amphibian without a tail, somewhat like a frog.
Apple.
That is incorrect. Toad is the correct answer. A book or electronic resource in which synonyms, antonyms, and other related words are classified is a thesaurus, yes. The branch of science dealing with classification.
Taxonomy.
Correct. Armored military vehicle.
Tank.
Correct. And finally, a vehicle and driver for hire.
Taxi driver.
Taxi is correct. Good job on Give Me a T. All right, Charlottesville, your category will either be presidential trivia or the word black. Harriet, quickly talk it over with your teammates.
We're going to do the word black.
All right, identify the following, each of which contains the word black. The first is a famous pirate.
Blackbeard.
Blackbeard is correct. Type of card game.
Blackjack.
Correct. Type of clogged hair follicle or acne.
Blackhead.
Correct. Heavy metal band fronted by Ozzy Osbourne.
Black Sabbath.
Correct. 2022 movie starring Dwayne Johnson.
Black Adam.
Correct. A poisonous arachnid.
Black Widow.
Correct. Person who forges iron.
Blacksmith.
Correct. Retail event the day after Thanksgiving.
Black Friday.
Correct. Payment extracted by intimidation.
Blackmail.
Correct. And finally, legume traditionally eaten on New Year's Day to ensure good luck.
Black-eyed peas.
That is correct, and that is a sweep of the category. Congratulations. A 20-point bonus for our team from Charlottesville High School. Good job on the category round by both our teams. Up next, we'll have another toss-up round when we continue with Battle of the Brains.
Miss a week of Battle of the Brains? Or want to catch up on a full season of gameplay? Find full matches on our YouTube channel. Welcome back to Battle of the Brains.
And here are the scores following the category round here on Battle of the Brains. We've got Charlottesville High School with 120 points and St. Christopher's School with 125 points. Going back to the first toss-up round, the judges are giving the team from St. Christopher's the points for the answer of saxophone when we were talking about the musical instrument. So that is the adjustment of the score there. Now it's time to get back to Battle of the Brains and another toss-up round. And a reminder, the teams will lose points if you interrupt a question with an incorrect answer. The other team will then have a chance to give an answer. And there is no conferring here in this toss-up round or any toss-up round. Here we go. A fancy word for a grouping of cooked, processed, or cured meats is charcuterie. Spell charcuterie. Harriet?
Did it go up? C-H-A-R-C-U-T-E-R-I-E.
That is correct. Good job. Charcuterie. That's one of my favorite words. Some critics claim that the title character actually committed the murders that he blames on his nemesis. Others claim the whole thing is just a fantasy in the mind of the narrator, Captain Walton. Name this.
Frankenstein.
That is correct, by Mary Shelley. Federico Garcia Lorca wrote a lament for the death of one. Escamillo in the opera Carmen is one, and Ferdinand would rather smell the flowers than face one. Nick.
A bull.
That is incorrect. Name this cape-bearing athlete in a traditional Spanish sport. Charlottesville? Lucy?
Matador.
Matador or toreador is correct. What is the name of the Austrian scientist called the father of modern genetics? Jack, I'm sorry.
Mendel.
Mendel is correct. All right, teams, watch the screen and listen carefully. Here is another Virginia-based video question from a member of the Battle of the Brains Brainy Bunch. And again, you must wait until the question is completed before buzzing in.
The world's largest musical instrument is located deep inside this Page County, Virginia attraction.
Graham.
Grand Caverns.
Say it again for me.
Grand Caverns.
That is incorrect. St. Christopher's? Mac?
Luray Caverns.
Luray Caverns is correct, yes. He lost his life on the island of Mactan when the ship he commanded, the Victoria, finally reached Spain in 1522. It had circumnavigated the globe. Graham?
Magellan.
That is correct. Dromedary is one of the two types of camels. Graham?
Bactrian.
Bactrian is correct. In logic, a statement that is always true is called a tautology. What 13-letter word is used to designate a statement that is always false? Charlie?
Contrapositive.
That is it. We will accept, the judge is saying we will accept that, or contradiction. Name the classic rock group whose hits include Good Vibrations and Surfin' USA. Nick?
Beach Boys.
Correct. Who was the first author known for his work, The Canterbury Tales? Mac?
Geoffrey Chaucer.
Correct. We were asking to be interred in Westminster Abbey's famous Poets' Corner. In playing Pokemon, what specific stone is needed for a Pikachu to evolve into a Raichu?
Lightning Stone.
That is incorrect, Mac. Charlottesville? Graham?
Electricity Stone.
It would be a Thunderstone. In U.S. federal law, a misdemeanor is a lesser crime. What six-letter word refers, Jack?
A felony.
Correct, to a more serious crime. Which element in the carbon group has an atomic number of 82 and is impervious to X-ray vision? Harriet?
Lead.
Lead is correct. What is the term for a triangle with three unequal sides? Nick?
Scalene.
Correct. Located between the Tiber River and the Apennines Mountains, the ancient Etruscan civilian reached its peak in the 6th century BCE in what modern-day European country? Graham?
Italy.
Correct. In Dungeons and Dragons, will-based saving throws use this namesake characteristic of Istanbul's Hagia Sophia and is requested to tell the difference in the Serenity Prayer. Name this quality, also attributed to rear molars in the mouth.
Wisdom.
That is correct, Mac. And that buzzer means one more toss-up round to go, and we'll double the point value. Stay tuned to see which team will advance to the next round here on Battle of the Brains.
Love Battle of the Brains and ready for your high school team to play next season? Get in touch. Visit battleofthebrains.net to learn more. Welcome back to Battle of the Brains.
And here are the adjusted scores as we head into the final round here on Battle of the Brains. St. Christopher School with 195 points. Our team from Charlottesville High School with 180 points. And in this final toss-up round, the point score for a correct answer is doubled, but so is the penalty for an incorrect answer given before I've finished the question. There is no deduction for an incorrect answer to a completed question. Good luck, teams. This is our final toss-up round. First used in the year 2000, Eat Fresh is the slogan for which fast food restaurant? Lucy?
Subway.
Correct. What is the name of the cross on the flag of England? Jack?
St. George's Cross.
Correct. The word comes from Greek meaning study of the stars. Name the term for studying the relative position of the planets and stars. Lucy?
Astrology.
Correct. After falling in love with Jason, this woman helped him steal the golden fleece, married him, and went off to Greece. Name this figure of Greek tragedy who swore revenge when later abandoned by Jason for a younger woman. Nick?
Persephone.
That is incorrect. Charlottesville? Graham?
Calypso.
That would be Medea. Secretary of State John Hay negotiated the end of the Spanish-American War prior to the 1901 assassination of which U.S. president? Graham?
McKinley.
William McKinley is correct. Its island of Phuket is in the Andaman Sea and shares its Isthmus of Kra with Burma. Name this kingdom with a capital city of Bangkok. Jack?
Thailand.
Correct. Virginia Beach's late summer water, food, and music festival is named in honor of what ancient Roman deity? Harriet?
Neptune.
Correct. The Neptune Festival. Because he feared persecution from church authorities, he withheld the publication of his On the Revolutions of the Celestial Spheres. Nick?
Copernicus.
Correct. Until shortly before his death. War is peace. Freedom is slavery. Ignorance is strength. Charlie?
1984.
Correct. One can create this kind of function by reflecting another function, f, across the line x equals y, since if x comma y.
An inverse function.
That is correct. It was the location of the Little White House of President Harry Truman. It was also where Ernest Hemingway did a lot of his writing.
Key West.
That is correct, Mac. With the 2022 election of Democrat Becca Balint to the U.S. House of Representatives, which state became the last to elect a woman to Congress? Nick?
Utah.
That is incorrect. Charlottesville? Lucy?
Idaho.
It was Vermont. The Mosquito Coast is a region on the Caribbean Sea that had been part of Nicaragua, but in 1960 it was divided between that nation and what other country in Central America? Jack?
Panama.
That is incorrect. Charlottesville? Lucy?
Honduras.
That is correct. She wrote dozens of romance novels under her own name, but is equally well known for her Savannah Reed mysteries under the pen name G.A. McKevitt. Name this popular author.
Buzz.
Harriet. Judge? Harriet. Yes.
Nora Roberts.
That is incorrect. St. Christopher's? Nick?
Agatha Christie.
It was Sonia Massey. It was discovered by a German chemist, Friedrich Runge, in 1819. It is white, bitter, crystalline xanthine alkaloid whose molecular formula is C8H10N4O2. Name the stimulant that millions of Americans consume in beverages. Nick.
Caffeine.
Correct. The anemograph is an instrument for measuring and recording on paper the speed, duration, and direction of what? Nick.
Particle motion.
That is incorrect. Charlottesville? Ram?
Wind.
Wind is correct. Name any of the 3 Canadian provinces that are called maritime provinces. Jack.
Prince Edward Island.
Correct. New Brunswick and Nova Scotia are the others. Meaning to confess, what name is given to the Tuesday day of feasting that always directly precedes Ash Wednesday? Jack.
Fat Tuesday.
That is incorrect. Charlottesville? Lucy?
Shrove.
That is correct. And that buzzer means the end of our game. While our judges double check the final score, here's how to stay connected with us here at Battle of the Brains.
Stay up to date on Battle of the Brains. Follow along as your favorite teams advance this season. Visit battleofthebrains.net to learn more and follow the show on social at Battle of the Brains. As we continue round 2 of this 20th anniversary season of Battle of the Brains, join us next week as we welcome Nansen and Suffolk Academy versus Trinity Episcopal School.
And here is the final score for today's match, determining which of our teams will continue on to round 3 in this season's competition. Both of our teams did very well today, ending the match with 320 points. Our team from Charlottesville High School, great job today by Van, Lucy, Harriet, and Graham. Final score of 335, our team from St. Christopher School, our winners today and going on to round 3. Great job today by Mac, Charlie, Nick, and Jack. Congratulations. We'll see you soon. I'm Cheryl Miller. Thank you for watching and playing along here on Battle of the Brains, and we'll see you back here next week. Great match, teams.
Game over. Thank you for watching Battle of the Brains, presented by Virginia 529. Goodbye.